We want you to be safe and secure in your home. To help you, we have created a handbook called Home Safe, which gives you advice and information on a range of health and safety issues. This DVD gives an overview of these, but we encourage you to also read the handbook so you're fully informed. You can obtain a copy of Home Safe from your estate manager or from our website. You need to be aware of fire safety. Communal areas and roadways provide access for emergency services, and you should not obstruct these with vehicles, dustbins, or any other bulky items. Your building has been designed and built with fire safety in mind. The walls, doors, and stairs have been specially designed to resist fire and stop the spread of smoke. We undertake regular fire risk assessments of all the communal areas of all our blocks. Fire safety notices displayed at the entrance of every block tell you what to do in the case of a fire. In the event of a fire, you should always use the stairs and never use the lift. So it's important that stairs and corridors are kept free of clutter to ensure there's always a clear exit and to restrict the spread of the fire. Keep fire doors closed and never wedge them open. Dry risers are used by the fire brigade to bring water through the building. It's important that they are kept in good working order and that the surrounding area is kept clear. If you notice anything that is broken, needs repair, or any items that have been left in communal areas, please report this to estate services. It's important that doors and windows are accessible in case of a fire. Security grills can make it difficult for firefighters to rescue you, so we don't permit residents to fit them over front doors. For the same reason, if you live above ground floor level, you shouldn't fit any locks that require a key to unlock them from the inside of the property. Inside your home, be careful when you are cooking and using matches. Put cigarettes and candles out properly and don't leave them unattended. Don't smoke in bed or anywhere else where you may fall asleep. Don't put heaters or lamps near curtains or furniture, or dry clothes too close to heaters or fires. Check that plugs, leads and electrical equipment are safe and well maintained. And make sure you don't overload electrical sockets. Don't store LPG, which is also known as colour gas, or any other flammable materials. Keep all escape routes clear, especially corridors, hallways and stairs. And before you go to bed each night, close the doors to each room and turn off and unplug electrical appliances, except those that are designed to be left on, like your fridge or freezer. It is a good idea to make an escape plan for your family, so you all know what to do if there is a fire. We provide and install free smoke alarms for tenants. Contact your estate manager for details. If you install your own smoke alarms, these should be fitted on each floor of your home at the bottom of the stairs on the landing, but don't fit them in the kitchen or bathroom. Ideally, you should have an alarm in each room and test them once a week. There are smoke alarms for people with hearing impairment that set off a vibrating pad or flashing light. If there is a fire in your home, keep calm and don't panic. Get everyone to leave your property and close all the doors behind you. Call the fire brigade on 999. Don't stop to pick up valuables and never return to a burning building. If there is a lot of smoke, get down and crawl as near to the floor as possible, where the air will be clearer. Don't investigate the cause of the fire or try to put out the fire, unless you can do so quickly and safely. If you can't escape, it might be safer to stay in a room and wait to be rescued. Close the door and block any gaps to stop smoke coming under the door. Open a window and phone or shout for help. If there is a fire outside your home, call the fire brigade on 999. It's usually safer to stay in your home until you can be safely evacuated by firefighters. However, if smoke or flames enter, leave at once and close the door behind you. Always use the stairs and never the lift. Don't go onto your balcony unless it leads to a fire escape route. For fire safety advice, information and home safety assessments, contact the London Fire Brigade. If you have a gas-fired heating or hot water system, it will be serviced and inspected every year. This is an important safety requirement which we have a legal duty to do. It's crucial that you let our contractors into your home to carry out this work, so that we can check your gas installation is safe and that you and your family aren't at risk. Faults with your heating and hot water system can be reported directly to our contractor. Contact our support services section for more details. Be sure you know how to switch off your gas main supply. The valve is often situated in the hallway or under the stairs. If you can't find it, contact your estate manager. If you think you have a gas leak, turn off the mains gas supply and immediately phone the 24-hour National Emergency Line or Wandsworth Emergency Control. Put out cigarettes and open all doors and windows. Keep them open until an official has dealt with the leak. Check to make sure a gas tap hasn't been left on accidentally or that a pilot light hasn't gone out. Don't use matches or flames and don't touch any electrical switches, including light switches and doorbells. Carbon monoxide is poisonous and is sometimes referred to as the silent killer because you can't see it, taste it or smell it. Early symptoms include tiredness, drowsiness, headache and chest or stomach pains. You are particularly vulnerable when you are asleep. If you think you have a carbon monoxide leak, switch off the appliance and turn off the mains gas supply. Open all doors and windows to air out the rooms. Contact your GP for health advice. Phone our support services section during office hours, or out of hours, phone Wandsworth Emergency Control. To be carbon monoxide safe, don't use a gas appliance if you suspect it's not working properly. Don't cover an appliance or block the vents, outside flues or chimneys, and make sure your home is well ventilated. Don't fit draft stripping to doors of a room that has a gas appliance in it. Fit a carbon monoxide alarm and let our contractors into your home to service your gas appliances. If heating and cooking appliances are disconnected because of a gas emergency, then the disabled, chronically sick and pensioners are entitled to receive free alternative equipment until their normal appliances are fixed. Electricity is used throughout your home, and any old or poorly maintained appliances, plugs and cables can be a real danger and a fire risk. Be sure you know how to turn off the electricity supply at the main switch. This will be on the consumer unit, which is often in the hallway or under the stairs. When this switch is turned off, the electricity supply to your home will be cut off. To reduce the risk of an incident in your property, look out for signs of an electrical problem that needs to be fixed, such as hot plugs and sockets, fuses that frequently blow, flickering lights, and scorch marks on sockets or plugs. Other hazards to look out for are too many plugs in one socket. This can overload the socket and lead to overheating or fire. Badly positioned cables, which can lead to trips and falls or other accidents, such as a kettle being pulled from a worktop. Electricity near water. You should never have cables and plugs near water or anywhere that they risk getting wet. Check your sockets, cables and plugs regularly to make sure they are in good condition and don't have any scorch marks. Make sure your electrical appliances are wired correctly and that you are using the correct plug fuses. Remember to switch off electrical appliances when you're not using them and remove plugs from sockets. Windows above ground floor level can be a safety hazard if they are left open, particularly to a small child. If any of your windows has a fault, please report it to your estate manager immediately and keep the window closed until it is fixed. A window restrictor is a safety device that is fitted to limit how far a window will open. If you live above ground floor level, you can request us to fit these in your home. If you have window restrictors, it's important that you make sure they're in full working order. Never release them except to clean the outside of the window. Make sure you put the window restrictor back to its correct safety position when you've finished. Report any faults with your window restrictors to your estate manager immediately. Some windows have safety locks fitted to prevent them from being opened. These types of windows shouldn't be open for ventilation, and the key should be kept securely out of the reach of children. The only locks you should fit on these windows are ones that have a removable key, and they should be kept locked at all times, apart from when you're cleaning them. Drinking water should be clear and bright. If it's discoloured, cloudy, or has an unusual smell, you should contact your water supplier. We carry out regular quality checks of all stored water within our blocks. We recommend that if your property has been left empty for more than a week, when you return home, before you use any water, you first run the taps for a couple of minutes and flush your toilet. This will help to ensure that the water in your home is kept to a high standard. Good hygiene and maintenance is also important, so you should regularly clean your taps, shower heads and toilets. Make sure you know where your mains water tap is located and how to turn off your water supply. You will need to turn it off if you have burst or frozen pipes. Any problems should be reported to your estate manager. Out of hours, burst pipes should be reported to Wandsworth Emergency Control. In the event of a flood, your family's safety is the priority. Try and keep warm and move to safety if possible, for example upstairs, until help arrives. Tell your neighbours, particularly any older or disabled people. Put sandbags, floodboards or even towels in place to prevent water entering your property. Put the plugs into your sinks and basins and a sandbag in your toilet bowl to prevent backflow. You should also be ready to turn off your gas and electrical supplies. If you get caught in a flood, you can call the flood line, the emergency services, or Wandsworth Emergency Control. Many people worry about asbestos, but undisturbed asbestos doesn't usually pose any problem. Under your tenancy conditions, you're not allowed to change the structure or fabric of your home without asking our permission first. This can include changing your kitchen and removing internal walls. This way we can make sure that any work carried out is to the right standard and that there are proper controls to reduce possible exposure to asbestos fibres. You must not remove any material containing asbestos. If you have any concerns about asbestos, contact your estate manager. There are a number of safety measures you can use to protect yourself and your home. Check the identity of callers to your home. Council staff, contractors, police, utility suppliers and government officers will always carry ID. If you have any suspicions, don't let them into your home and call the police. When you go out or go to sleep, make sure you close all your windows and lock your doors. When you go away, cancel your milk, newspapers and any other deliveries. Install a spy hole in your door and fit a mortise lock and safety chain, and remember to use them. Don't leave notes outside for visitors or friends when you go out. And don't put keys under a mat outside, or keep them in a place that can be reached through your letterbox. Keep your door keys safe. It's your responsibility to replace them if they are lost or stolen. Sometimes people pretend to be council workers or officials in order to get into your home and steal money and belongings. Always ask for ID and don't let anyone in until you are sure who they are. Genuine callers will be happy to wait outside while you ring their office or company to check their identity. You should always look up the number in your phone book and never ring a number given to you by the caller. They could be working with an accomplice who is answering the number they've given you. If you're approached by anyone suspicious or if you feel intimidated, call the police and report it. Many of our blocks have entry call systems fitted for extra security. If your block has one, please keep the main door closed. Don't let anyone in if you don't know them or you're not expecting them, and don't let anyone follow you into the building as you go through the door. There are a few steps you can take to keep your belongings safe from theft. When you go out, close and lock your windows and doors. Don't leave keys on tables near your front door. Mark your valuable property with your postcode using an ultraviolet marker pen. And take copies of your personal documents like passports, driver's licenses and bank accounts in case they are stolen. It will make it easier to report, replace and track them down. We recommend that you take out insurance to cover the contents of your home. The council isn't responsible for these, and insuring your belongings could save you a lot of money in the event of theft, loss or damage. Identity theft is a growing problem. This is when someone pretends to be another person in order to steal money or get other benefits. You can take precautions to keep your identity safe. Shred or rip into tiny pieces all your receipts, letters and anything else with your personal details on before you throw them away. Don't give your personal details to unknown callers or to companies, especially on the internet. Avoid carrying your personal documents around with you and keep them in a safe place at home. Before you register and make any payment on a website, make sure it is secure and genuine. And if you move house, arrange for your mail to be redirected. Many accidents in the home are caused by trips and falls. Look around your home for anything that might cause an accident, like cables trailing where you might walk or toys and other objects on the floor. You should always keep walkways free of clutter and make sure that carpets and mats are fixed to the floor to stop them slipping. If you are a victim of domestic or other violence and you want to stay in your current home, you might be interested in our scheme, Stay Put, Stay Safe. Under this scheme, subject to the council's agreement, we can install security measures in your home so that you are safe to remain living there. To find out more about Stay Put, Stay Safe, please contact our homelessness prevention section.